everyone, and welcome into the Writers Roundtable. I'm Taylor Stern with Brian Broaddus, Rob Phillips, and Dave Hellman. All right, we know the moves they're making in free agency for the offense with Randall Cobb, Jason Witten coming out of retirement, but defense seems to be another story. You have the suspensions, they haven't gone after those big safeties. You've heard about some guys, some reports of potential trades, different visits. What do you think the future stands for this Cowboys defense?
I think that when you look at this defense, even going into the draft, I was feeling like it's got to be with the defensive linemen. I was thinking, okay, it was so clear to me in December when you looked at those games against the Colts and then you watched the Rams game. I just didn't feel like that they had enough depth at that position. They got away with it the whole entire season. Credit to Rod Marinelli and that group over there for that. But I felt like, though, they just did not have enough bodies. So going into the offseason, like, how can you add more to this defensive line? I still think they're going to do it through the draft, even though, Taylor, you're talking about trades and other possibilities and stuff like that. I just think that that's still a position that they've got to focus on.
We know you're a draft guy through and through.
I'm
all
always
the way.
in the draft.
Rob, we were kind of talking a little bit before this, and we were talking about some of these, potential trades, different rumors of people in the building. You guys have been really great with your free agency tracker, saying that. How much more comfortable would you be if they did go after some of those bigger names for defense?
Well, I think it's important just to try to, as Brian said, fill some of your needs so you can draft purely. And I think, you can't guarantee, especially without a first-round pick, that you're going to get a guy like on the edge that can help complement DeMarcus Lawrence, replace Randy Gregory. I'm with Brian. It really concerns me at this point, their numbers. I mean, Randy Gregory, 6 sacks last season, second on the team behind D-Law. They've got to find guys that can get to the quarterback. They don't have that right now consistently. They've got some young guys, Dorrance Armstrong, Taco Charlton, that they still think can develop. But if you could find a veteran to help you out, whether it's free agency, trade, like you said, I would feel a lot better going into the draft, and then you just find the best available potentially.
Y'all are kind of like when y'all go swimming, you kind of like dip a toe in, huh? Like you're just kind of like, I don't know. Like, no, I'm going to cannonball right in, and I'll just say it. Yeah.
This guy.
Wow. Robert Quinn was here this week. Eric Berry was here this week. You remember the taco commercial where the little girl's like, why can't we have both?
¿Por qué no los dos?
Yeah. Why can't we have both? I want them both. They were both here. You already brought in Randall Cobb. If you can work out look, I know you got to work out a trade for Robert Quinn. You probably send a 2020 pick, rearrange his salary a little bit. Eric Berry, I'm curious to see what type of money he can command. I think he's going to take a few more visits and see what type of contract he might be able to get. I think the Cowboys can make both of these work. And Taylor, to bluntly answer your question, I feel so much better about this team if you can hammer those two deals home.
Even if Eric Berry isn't fully healthy.
Well, if you're signing him, it's because he's healthy enough to play.
Okay,
I mean, that's why you're doing it. So
where's and I'll talk to you, where's the fit with Eric Berry, though?
I'll play him in the box. Done. Next question. Let's go.
But,
Move him down to the box.
I think you could.
Let Xavier Woods play.
I feel better about Earl Thomas playing in the box.
Well, he's gone. He cost $50
I know,
million.
but I'm just saying, though, when you think about Eric Berry, I don't think about Eric Berry playing down.
Don't you think about Eric Berry as...
I think about Eric Berry making plays on the back end. That's what I think about Eric Berry.
I think about Eric Berry as a 10-year vet who's been to 5 Pro Bowls, who can take these young defensive backs under his wing. And you know what? I think he could probably do whatever you ask him to. I think he can tackle. I think he can cover. Sure. I think he can handle a little bit of everything.
And we've seen the Cowboys use a rotation of safety. So maybe if you sign him, you could work him into a rotation with Jeff Heath, with Xavier Woods.
If Jeff Heath is playing 25 snaps a game instead of 60, he's probably a better player, right? Eric Berry can help with that.
Fans would say that.
Yeah, I think that's probably fair.
Yeah.
I think we can find room for all these guys. And I love the Randall Cobb signing. Kerry Hyder, I think he could be good here, but they have not signed a guy on defense that I think makes them better than they were last year.
And that's the point, yeah.
These two guys would make them better than they were last year.
Okay, I'm going to throw Christian Covington. Though
another good player.
But helps, Antoine Woods.
Does he make them significantly better than they were last year?
But from the Rams game, yes.
Significant.
Just because of Reed and the guys like that.
Almost anything's better than the way they played against the
Exactly.
Rams. So
exactly, yeah.
That's a low bar. I think Berry and Quinn make this a better unit than it was last year, assuming they're both healthy and playing.
Okay.
All right.
That's how I feel.
Well, there's our silver lining
there you go.
right there. Thank you for that.
Keep it tuned. We'll see.
Keep it tuned to the draft show, because if Brian is right, which he usually is,
Brian
he will
always
tell you those
to.
guys. So thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned to everything on DallasCowboys.com.